So peace, what's going on YouTube world? Zaylock 23 coming at y'all with another video, man. Let's get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding always. If I for more, man. See la, Ashe. Give thanks and praise for life and for this experience. No matter what, give thanks for this experience. For you've been chosen, you've been created to come to experience this earth realm and this earth planet and this earth school. Life is a school, so give thanks and praise for life always. Because it's thoughtful. It's thoughtful. You didn't have to be here. And this tree behind me didn't have to be here. This planet, this earth didn't have to be here. But because of the conscious manifestation of the source energy we're experiencing. So give thanks for that thoughtfulness. I want to come to this video to speak on how come suffering is a fuel for consciousness. Suffering forces you into consciousness. And how you can use any type of internal pain for you to then use that for your inner peace, to transmute it into your inner peace and to fuel your light of consciousness. Because inner peace is only based on your awareness. Awareness is on the same basis as acceptance and surrender. The only way you don't have inner peace is because you're resisting something. If you're not at peace, ask yourself, what are you resisting? What are you saying? No, 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 no. What are you mentally judging? You have to be labeling something as either, if you have no peace in a particular subject, okay, you must be labeling that experience as negative. You must be labeling that experience as bad. But if you can come to an awareness that you're a spirit just having an experience, like you're not on this life plane to perfect this life plane. Because no matter how many books you read, no matter how spiritual you become, no matter how conscious you become, you will never, never, never know the complete depth of knowledge and to completely understand life. You will not completely understand life. You can be 90 years old and you still learning something new. You can be 700 years old and you can look at a tree that you've never looked at a day in your life before. Even this leaf right here, its depth is fathomless. Like, it's so deep. You know what I'm saying? So to know that when you feel some sort of discomfort within inside of yourself, to know that you can use that as a fuel for your consciousness, knowing that, okay, I'm feeling this way, and I understand that there's a blockage within inside of me. In order to remove that blockage, let me sit with that blockage. First, let me accept that there's a blockage that's there. If you keep saying, no, I don't like the way that I'm feeling, I don't know. Give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling. When you give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling, that's what releases the blockage. You understand? Don't try to distract yourself from what's taking place internally through your phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hop on this Xbox real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and you know, watch TV and do this and do that. Like, you're trying to get your mind up. No, like, take the time to really go within inside of yourself and to really acknowledge what's going on inside of yourself. Don't try to distract yourself. So in my journey, in my personal experience, I say I give thanks when I am going through some sort of internal trial or internal tribulation, because I know it's a resistance of some kind. And I know that when I take the time out to really meditate in silence and I really go inside of myself, you can really see the falsehood from where the disruption of inner peace comes from. That is falsehood, because truthfully, your true nature and your true essence is peace. You're peace. You are peace. You are from the entity that created peace. But to know that the opposition of peace is in your body as well too, to alert you to direct your life in a different way. Something to do differently. or something to acknowledge with inside of yourself so that you can release that blockage so you can return back to your nature of peace. So to return to peace, if you feel like you're not at peace, and to use it as a fuel for your consciousness, accept, no matter what it is. Say yes to it. Say yes to it. I was reading a book, and actually, Eckhart Tolle had spoke about in his book, The New Earth. It was actually this Indian man. He was a spiritual teacher. He traveled the earth for 50 years just teaching spiritual things. And people want to understand how come he has so much peace within inside of himself. What did he do inside of himself to gain so much peace? So he actually sat before a crowd of people, just, the crowd of people just anxiously on the edge of the seats trying to understand what this man is about to say. And he simply just said this: I'm okay with whatever happens. And that's all he said. That was his sermon. That was his message. And like the people, they just kind of sitting there like, that's all you gonna say? I'm okay with whatever happens. Release resistance. And don't label experiences as bad or good. It was just an experience. Let it go. Keep moving forward. It's just an experience. Life is just an experience. Don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Oh, why did I do that in the past? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. Now this got me in this situation. Be okay. All of that is mind-made. Your mind judges this reality or judges the things that you do. But if you have that awareness that you're the I and that you're not the thought, that you're the I that's underneath whatever you think. You're the self underneath the thinker, because the thinker is its own entity. But just because I can think of a star, you know what I'm saying, a star that's in the sky, or I can think of a tree, it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily that thing that I'm thinking of. So you can sit here and think, oh man, why, you know what I'm saying, this is going on and that, because you're too identified with what's taking place in your mind. You're saying yes to everything that's going on in your mind, like, yeah, it's just truth. So if you use this for fueling your consciousness that, okay, whoa, I'm feeling like this because I'm too identified with my mind. I'm too identified with everything that my mind is producing right now. And you're not accepting the present moment. You're not surrendering. And you're putting some sort of blockage towards it. This forces you to get out of ego. Because if you don't have peace, a lot of times too, you're in your ego. And your ego is a mind-made self. If you let go and you say, I am that I am, there's nothing to defend. When you speak towards someone and they're trying to defend their mental position, it's okay. As long as you state your mental position and they state their mental position, that's fine. You don't have to defend. The truth doesn't need to be defended. A mental position is just the ego. So if you're coming back and forth and you want to prove yourself as right, that's ego. Because everybody's in their experience. So there's no one on earth that's just like you. So what I've experienced and what truth I've accumulated within inside of myself is my truth. Who am I to say that this truth is for the next person? Everybody's evolving. Everybody is in their own life experience. There are fundamental truths that is the truth. Like, there's a sun that comes every single day. And like somebody could be sitting next to me. Nah, that sun don't come every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, that would be falsehood. That would be the truth. But your own personal experience would be your own personal truth. Just breathe. If we feel anxiety, a lot of it is just because we don't have the correct amount of oxygen flowing within our body. You're not breathing. You're kind of hastily breathing, like a short breath, like, and you may not even be conscious of it. But if you feel discomfort and you can maintain that consciousness to go within inside of yourself and to breathe and to put the oxygen within inside of your body, that will release you and to make you feel lighter, to make your mind feel at ease, to make your inner body feel stillness, to breathe. So that's another way how suffering or some sort of internal pain can force you into consciousness, to know that, to breathe, so that you can maintain your true nature of peace. And that anything adversely to peace is because of unconsciousness. That inevitably you will experience pain, but you do not have to experience suffering. Suffering is a choice. And suffering is like a prolonged pain, a ruminating pain. It's okay, like, you are going to experience, because it's just like, it's a polarity. But to know that suffering is a choice. And if you have consciousness, that's how you eliminate suffering. So suffering forces you into consciousness. So know that, release the resistance within inside of yourself. Don't resist and just be. The I am consciousness. Don't identify with any form. Don't identify with it. Just be. And know that you are the source energy, that you are God in the flesh, having an experience. So, not to refer to God as a he or a she, but God as pure energy, pure consciousness. A combination of both the masculine and the feminine. I am that I am. Be in tune with that I am inside of yourself and know that you are the source energy. And that you've created yourself to experience yourself, if that makes sense. That you are not disconnected from the same entity that created the sun, that created the moon, that created the stars, that created the trees. You're not disconnected from that entity, that one life, that source energy, that God that created everything. You are that essence, in essence. So keep that in your consciousness. That you are a part of that entity that created all of creation. And that you are never, never disconnected from it. Suffering forces you into consciousness. So I send you waves of peace. I send you tranquility. I send you love. I send you consciousness, awareness. I send you energies of inner acceptance of what you're experiencing right now at this present moment. Life is just an experience. Don't perfect it. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop. Just be. And just experience. Stop trying to perfect everything. Life is not meant to be perfected. Just experience it and just breathe. Peace be with y'all, man. Love be with y'all. Always and forevermore, man. Always and forever. Health and strength. Peace be with y'all. And remember, my journey my journey to Africa, my journey to Ghana, West Africa in particular, please be of support. Help me, help us, that we can definitely come in that awareness and that consciousness of loving and embracing who we are, loving our roots, that no matter what skin color you are, every human being comes out of Africa. Africa is the root of everyone. European, Chinese, Asian, people that's in Australia, everyone comes out of the African. The African is the original human being, and we all come from Africans. We just traveled the world, mutations as we traveled, like our genetics mutated and adapted to the environments that we was traveling to. So I really want to, I feel like that would be a deep spiritual experience for me, to travel to Africa, to live in Africa, to study medicine in Africa, to also shoot a documentary in Africa, so that we can embrace ourselves as melanated beings, as African beings, and earth beings, planet beings, universe beings. I'm just an entity occupying a space within the universe, within the universe, and so are you. And we've come to this particular realm to experience and to grow in consciousness. So grow in your consciousness. And I will have the GoFundMe account on the page. Maybe you can see it right now. Just click on this link and support whatever. You could put $1, 50 cents, anything that can help me transition, because I'm going to move there definitely next year. That's my plan. And the brothers and sisters that's on that side, they're already waiting for me. So any support would be definitely gracious. Peace be with y'all. Love be with y'all. Say like 23, man. Peace.